Imagine a moment when the sun refuses to rise and the air grows heavy as if the earth itself is gasping its last breath. Since the dawn of time, humans have dreamed of a grand day. A day that ends everything and begins it anew. Let me take you on a journey through the ages, from the myths of ancient civilizations to the heavenly religions, and finally to Islam, where human imagination intertwines with unshakable truths in a tale that's both terrifying and awe-inspiring. In the myths of ancient times, people gazed at the sky with fear and wonder. In Mesopotamia, they imagined the gods growing furious one day, unleashing chaos to swallow the earth. They saw the end of the world as a cosmic battle between good and evil, where stars clashed and the heavens collapsed. Up in the cold north, the Vikings believed in Ragnarok, a day when gods and giants would wage war, flames would engulf everything, and the world would drown in ashes before being reborn. These myths were like a fire in the night, illuminating their fears and sparking their wildest dreams. Then came the heavenly religions, painting a clearer yet still mysterious picture. In Judaism, the scriptures spoke of the day of the Lord, a day that sneaks in like a thief in the night, bringing judgment and justice to the world. They envisioned trumpets blaring, the earth trembling, and a great king restoring order to the universe. In Christianity, the book of Revelation added more thrill. The four horsemen of the apocalypse ride forth. The sky splits open and the dead rise from their graves. The end was a mix of dread and hope, with Christ returning to rule the earth for 1,000 years. But when we reach Islam, the story deepens and sharpens like a movie that starts with mystery and unfolds scene by gripping scene. At first, tales were muddled with human fantasy. There were myths and Israelite stories that spread among people like whispers of a bizarre beast emerging from the earth, wielding Moses' staff and Solomon's ring, or claims that the sun would suddenly rise from the west without warning. Some were mere folklore, others stemmed from weak hadiths that couldn't be verified, like those saying the Dajjal would appear out of nowhere with an army of jinn, or that people would witness wonders like mountains sailing like ships. But let's brush aside the fog and look at the truth as revealed in authentic hadiths and reliable narrations. Picture this. An ordinary day turns into a nightmare. People are in markets, kids are playing, then a trumpet blast, the blast of terror, stopping hearts and dropping souls. The earth quakes, mountains scatter like dust, and seas burst into flames. The sun folds up, stars fall like pearls from a broken necklace. Then comes the second blast, and everyone rises from their graves, barefoot, naked, staring in shock. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described this day in authentic hadiths. In Sahih Muslim he said, "Between the two blasts is 40, and when asked if it's 40 days, he replied, 40, I don't know if it's days, months or years." That mystery makes you feel the sheer magnitude of it. In Sahih Bukhari he said, "Every servant will be resurrected upon what they died doing." Imagine someone laughing, rising, crying, waking up in tears. Then comes the moment of reckoning. People stand under a sun so close it's just a mile away, sweat pouring from them based on their deeds, some up to their knees, others up to their necks. Suddenly, the Sirat appears, a bridge thinner than a hair and sharper than a sword, with hellfire raging below. People cross it at different speeds, some like lightning, others crawling, and some plummeting into the abyss. Yet amid all this terror, there's hope. The Prophet, peace be upon him, stands at the horde, giving his nation water whiter than milk and sweeter than honey. And the believers who endured are called, "Enter it in peace, safe and secure." This isn't just a story, it's a promise we've been given. So are you ready for that moment? Or will you leave it as a distant dream until the mighty sound catches you off guard? Think hard, because time is ticking, and the end might be closer than you think. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd love to hear about next.